Greetings, people of the internet. This is Scott with CircWorks, and this is 100 Days of Making Comics, day 22. And this is the show where I put aside at least 30 minutes a day to work on my own personal comic book projects. I have been working on a comic book, creator-owned comic book by myself called Young and the Dead. It's a kids versus zombies story. The kids is the protagonist battling zombies. It's kind of like Goonies mixed with Night of the Living Dead. So if that appeals to you, you might dig it. So anyway, and you can find that on my website, circworks.com, or I think youngandthedead.com will take you there too. And there's a little store there and all that if you're interested in that. If you're just interested in learning about comics, well, I'll try to talk a little bit about that. Let's see, what have I been working on? Well, I'm still working on the script, and you know, every morning when I go to record these videos, I'm trying to think of something that I can talk about, because right now I'm just in this place where it's kind of the same thing. Still working on the script, still doing all that stuff. So today I thought I'd do something a little different. Instead of just talking about the comic book I'm working on, I was digging through my closet and I came across these Trapper Keeper folders full of old comics and stuff that I created when I was a kid. And I thought I'd share some of this stuff with you, not because I'm particularly proud of it, but just to show you some of you guys that are just starting off. You know, I know you can get frustrated with your artwork because it's not perfect and everything, but I want to show you that if you're into comics and you love doing this and you love drawing and all that stuff, everything will progress, and it just takes putting in time and takes that passion and everything. So. So I don't know. This might be a bad idea, but I'm gonna let me show you a few of these comics that I created. And a lot of this, I mean, I've been drawing pretty much as far back as I can remember, but I really started getting into comics probably around 5th or 6th grade, maybe. So these probably started around there, and up until I got into high school, and then for whatever reason, I kind of got out of comics, but I got back into it. So Here's one of my comic books. It's called Cyberduck, and it is a cybernetic duck. And look at all the crazy stuff going on in there. I don't know. Yeah, I did a whole. I mean, you can see this is the beginning of of something. I don't know what, but if you've seen some of my newer stuff, it's quite a bit different now. So you know, I don't know. That's Cyberduck for what it's worth. So, and then I did a spin-off, and this is around the time where Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles was real big and everyone was doing their own version of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. This is my Cyberduck spin-off, which is called Juvenile Solar-Powered Cybernetic Samurai Ducklings. And so yeah, you got Samurai Ducklings doing their thing here. Some of it, oh, I guess it's not finished. Oh, that's like a little, I don't know, that's like a model sheet, or I've got the little logo there and all the characters. It's I think this is sort of like me trying to do a Frank Miller type Ronin look. Looks kind of like, I don't know, poorly. You know. Anyway, so these are a few of the comics that I actually would actually ink, and you know, I just used probably a ballpoint pen or something, or a little lay pen. I don't know if they still make those. I used to use those a lot. It was like the precursor to like the microns. Let's see. This is kind of my answer to Conan. It's car, which I guess it's just pronounced like the vehicle car, like that you drive, but maybe you have to say it like a pirate. Car. So it's kind of like what would you like a barbarian that's somehow got into the ended up in future times or some weird time, because there's like weird robot type guys. And it says based on the novel by Scott Serklin, because I actually wrote a short story and for in grade school, and this is the comic book based on that, which I think I got like 1 page into it and then I quit, which that happened a lot. I've got a bunch of these that I've never finished. So then I've got, just to make it a little more legitimate, I'd paste ads from other comic books, so you get a little Kellogg's ad. So free advertising for Kellogg's for all the millions of people that saw this. You're welcome, Kellogg's. Little ninja ninja guys. Ninjas were big back then in the 80s. And then I would do these little 3D comics where I just take red and blue pen, and actually it kind of does look 3D if you put the glasses on. It looks like something. Some of the stuff kind of pops out, but Space Cadets in 3D. And then I was also big into Mad Magazine, and so this is my Crazed magazine. And I don't know, instead of Alfred E. Newman, I had this little burglar guy. I don't know if you can see him. And yeah, I would do like the little, this is like my version of Spy versus Spy. I just rip off everything that was in Mad Magazine. You'll find when you're younger, I think you just rip things off, but that's cool because that's kind of how you learn. Here's my little Sergio Aragones. Can you see that on the side? Little drawings on the side like you would see in the Mad Magazine. No, that's, yeah. So this is, what do I got here? Here's kind of a mashup. Rambo and Gumbo, yeah. That happened. Toy Wars, so I got all my favorite toys kind of doing battle. You got G.I. Joe, He-Man, Thundercats, and it looks like they're battling some like Rainbow Brights. There's Voltron in the back, and I don't know. And like I said, I would just rip stuff off. I mean, that's pretty much Don Martin right there, you know. But, you know, here's a little A-Team spoof I did. There's Mr. T. Anyway, so yeah, that's here's some crazy costume designs I did for heroes. In the back, that looks like there's a little bio. These are my Who's Who or Marvel Universe type. You know, these are some of my superheroes. Oh man, what else do I got here? Let's see. This is I don't know. This is kind of my Punisher type character, Mac Blade Mercenary. You can see some of this. It's funny because look at this. Look at that face. Look at his eyes are all wacky. Every single expression, he's like this. He's just constantly upset at something. So here's a little model sheet with his guns, and he has exploding bullets. I guess when he shoots you, they would explode inside you because just a regular bullet's not going to do, you know. So, and I did, I did some funny type comic books. This is Fred and Ted, which they were space ants that lived on the moon of green cheese, and these are more like, kind of, sort of comic strip format, a little bit, I don't know. But you can see most of my old artworks were all drawn in the back of my schoolwork. So the teachers were always like, stop drawing on the back of all your schoolwork. You're never going to do anything with this art stuff. So, I don't know. Multiplication table, all this stuff. So, yeah, that's constantly what I was doing in school instead of what I should have been doing. So, yeah, I don't know how much more of this I want to get into. I don't know if you guys are bored. What else do I got here? Let me see what we got. So, I know thought I had some more finished stuff. Here's another. Look at this. This is before Rob Liefeld with the big guns. I was doing big guns way before Rob Liefeld, so remember that. Yeah. Let's see. What else I got? I know I got something. Here's another one. Saga of the Superheroes. These are all my little superhero characters that I created. They've all got, here's their lineup. We've got the Captain America ripoff guy. I've got a guy called Laser Man and a big metal robot guy, Chrome. And this guy's his name's Clone, and I guess he can change things, but I spelled it clown. Still not that great of a speller. I guess that's the leader telling them what their mission is and everything. And then, way back then I didn't really have any idea what intellectual properties were or licensed things, so I would just take stuff that existed and make my own comics based on it. I was big into Kiss, so the Kiss Army, and this is the anti-Kiss Army because this is the second issue where the bad Kiss guys showed up and they've got reverse makeup, so it's black or white on black instead of black on white. So, and so I took all the members of KISS, past and present, at the time, and I gave them, if they didn't already have makeup, I designed makeup for them and made a team of them. If you're old enough to remember the old show Mask, it was a toy line, and they had all these cool vehicles and these masks they put on it, and I just basically stole that idea. So each one of the KISS guys had their own weapons, like their guitars would turn into weapons, and their masks, you know, their makeup mask would have powers, and they got their own vehicles, and yeah. So, and you can, again, always drawing on the back of my schoolwork. Don't do that, kids. Don't do that. You'll wind up like me and be struggling an artist for forever. So anyway, yeah, this is, I don't know if this was worth anything to you guys. Kind of fun for me, reminiscing. Again, you know, just put out work, you know, just show your work. Don't be too embarrassed about it. It's always going to get better. It's always going to improve, and it's good to get feedback from everyone. I wish I had the internet when I was a kid, and I could share all this stuff, you know, that I was doing back then. Because me, I was just creating this stuff basically for me. No one really saw it except for friends in school and things like that. So anyway, that's I think that's going to do it for today. Hopefully this wasn't too you know, too bizarre, or, you know, hopefully you got something out of it. Yeah, so that's it. There it is for what it's worth. Let's see. So the 100s. If you're tuning in, there's a lot of other people doing this. I'll put a link in the YouTube comments where you can find some of the other people that are doing this 100-day challenge. Check them out. If you want to, you can subscribe to my channel, and hopefully soon I'll be getting into doing more drawing and things like this, not just showing old stuff and talking about the script over and over again. And hopefully that'll be done soon. But in order for that to be done, I got to get back to it. So I'm going to do that now, and I will see you guys tomorrow. That is all.